Hello, hello, hello. Hi, my crafting cuties. Yes, we made it tonight. Oh my goodness, how are you? I hope you're doing great. I hope you've had a terrific couple of weeks. I have missed you terribly. Tonight we're so locked and loaded. We have so many things coming up. It is a big 2-hour special because we wanted to wrap up our National Crafting Month in a big way. And so we have Anna Griffin joining us. We also have one of my favorites, Miss Tony's joining us from well, hello, brain fart. Stamps by me. Oh my goodness, sorry. I've been busy. Stamps by me. And then I've got a special surprise at the very end. We have a brand new items, plenty of them, that we've never featured on the show before. And I don't believe we've ever featured on the air. We might have, but I've never done it. But we have a ton of new coming up tonight. And of course, Anna's going to lead us off. Okay, let me take care of some business. Big deals tonight. You ready? We have a $7.50 fill your cart shipping deal for tonight only. And I want to thank our team who pulled that off because it's really hard to be able to pull off these little kind of niche things. So here's what happens. Go crazy getting your crafts tonight because up until midnight, you will only spend $7.50 to ship your entire crafting order. Like, that's so great. So get it all in before midnight. You literally have a couple hours and only $7.50 and everything you order from Crafts. I don't care what brand it is. Any of them we're featuring tonight or any of them online, take advantage of it because you save a ton of money when we do a shipping cart. And that's only for our show and for tonight. So you have till midnight. Another thing, we have a secret sale going on. If you go to our search engine on the front page, you want to type in Craft Happy. It will take you to a secret sale collection of some of the top brands here. And even that qualifies for our $7.50 shipping deal. So take advantage of it. I definitely want some applause for you guys online who are like loving that, right? It's huge. Then tonight, I'm using Anna's beautiful box coming up as my drum. We have the biggest giveaway we have ever done. So I don't know if you happen to catch the big event we did where we had this amazing, fun, live audience. And I want to shout out to all the girls I met there. They've already posted on my page tonight, sent the pictures, and we just had a ball. It was a huge live audience. It was so much fun. We gave away a swag bag that was obnoxiously great. It was huge. All of you who were at that event in the studio, I want you to comment how great that swag bag was. Well, we're going to give one of those away tonight. It's the biggest giveaway. And all you do one time. Now, if you were at the event, you can't have another one. So my crafting cuties and Griffinites who were there, be good. Do not hashtag. But if you weren't at the event here live in the studio, you hashtag giveaway. Hashtag giveaway and only do it one time and we will pick somebody who's going to get that giant swag collection. Oh my gosh, it's so awesome. All right, did I cover everything? I did. Good. I'm going to do a couple shout outs. We're going to, oh, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and do my shout outs on the thing. I'll just do a couple hellos because we have a packed hour with Anna to start with and we have a whole nother hour coming up. So unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to do a lot of comments. Once Anna comes on, I'll monitor all the comments and you guys can ask questions or make comments and I will relay those and we'll talk about those. But unfortunately, I won't be able to do a lot of newbies tonight. So let me just feature the ones that I picked off of our HSN Gets Crafty page. We are very close to 30,000 members of that page. I hope we get there. I really am. I'm like, come on. We've had a lot of new people join recently, so I love that. But my first one up is Carol. And because of honor of Anna, she said she used the Anna Griffin 3D Bunny easel card. I love the die set, and it's perfect for Easter cards. Yay! Now, Tammy, I featured because this is the kit I bought last craft day. I was on with Anna. It was something like, I don't know, somewhere around, it might have been between midnight and 1 a.m. This came on and it's so magical to me. And she bought it as well. So Tammy, she said, I tried Anna Griffin's technique that she did on HSN for putting together the clever sliding card dies and it worked like a charm. She used her molded flowers to embellish it along the birthday and butterfly rub on transfers. This is such a fun card to make and it was way easier method. The slider works awesome. So what happens is when you pull it up, she gave us a great example. That's the before and that's the after. And that is the kit I bought. I have no idea if it's still in stock. Actually, I'm sorry. I probably should have looked that one up. Well, okay. Can you find it? Thank you, DeWitt. Also, Nikki James, my last one. I just love this. She just grabbed all her stuff from the stash and she made, and you know what I really caught my eye? The background. I just thought that was the most clever use of, I'm guessing dyes. She like dye. I'm not sure. I think it looks like dyes. And she used that cool paper and I just loved it. And she used all the junk we all have, right? So Nikki, I just appreciated you got all the stash out and made some fun stuff. Okay, so I think I have covered all of that right now. So here we go, guys. We're going to jump in. And again, hi, everybody. Griffinites, Crafting Cuties, newbies, welcome. I love you all. But we have Anna here for a whole hour, and I've already thanked her profusely for spending the time with us because it is a wonderful way to wrap up the month because we didn't have a big 24-hour event to wrap it up. And so to have Anna here and to have Tony joining us is super, super special for us tonight. So we have a lot to get to. The first kit, this is your final and last chance. This is it, the last time that you can get the Crop at Home experience. So here's what it is. It's called Crop at Home number 5. It is her big event that's coming up. You guys are getting your ticket to the event. She's going to explain it all in just a second. But this kit is just jam-packed to the gills. It goes on and it goes, and these are heavy, guys. It goes on and it goes on and it goes on, and you get an entire weekend to hang out with Anna and the gang, and so much fun and learning so much. But tonight is the last and final chance for you guys to get a shot at signing up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw it to Anna, who's joining us live from her studio in hot Atlanta, Georgia, and say hello. Anna, welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you to you, your crew, Sharon, the whole Treat team for hanging out with us to wrap up our big National Crafting Month. Hi, baby.
Hi, you're welcome. You know, we are, Sarah's here, Heather's here, and Sharon's here, and then we still have people in the office that are waiting just to say hi to you, Suzanne. But we are so excited to wrap up what has been, quite a month. And when I think about National Craft Month, one of the things that I go to first every single time is what it feels like to be creative. And we actually put together an event twice a year where people get to be creative with me and my team, and then thousands of other like-minded people. And that's what this is all about. So you were just showing this giant box. This is all the tools and materials for a 3-day live stream that happens May 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. Believe it or not, that's really just weeks away. And what's so exciting about it is even if you can't join us live, what happens is that it's all on replay on a private platform. And what's extraordinary is that you can go back to it at any time and come with us on this journey of creation, right? Making things, right? So we start off with what is a lovely itinerary, a collectible pin, and what you need to have in your possession is a die cutting machine. You need an internet connection. And then this is all beautiful 3D dies. They engrave, they emboss, and they die cut, right? We have geometric, we have lattice, we have rose swag, and you're getting all of these tools that come in the tool pouch, right? Where we're going to be creating with this entire set over those 3 days. And we're going to do it one day at a time. So we start with a brand new collection each day. So we have Antique Botanical, and I'm so excited to show you that because I have it here. Let me just actually make a big mess and take it out of the pouch. So if you're watching and you're like, okay, I don't scrapbook, we have renovated our event, and we start off with paper crafting as our lead. It's all techniques. So these are the card making essentials that are in the pouch, and there's just a few of them. And we're showing you what is either a card layer or a photo mat for scrapbooking, along with titles and beautiful border stickers. And then there's foil cardstock in each pouch where we're going to walk you through step by step how to create the most beautiful cards and scrapbook pages that we know are something that, it's something that you will take away from the event. What that means is like everything you just saw is going to make into something like that. Something like this, right? We're actually making the same technique on the cards as we are the scrapbook pages, and you're getting the materials to do both. So you're able to do both the techniques, both types of projects in each class, which is new for us. Yes.
I got to tell you, some of your girls are on. Annie Annie says, I have my ticket for Crop 5 already. Yay, guys. Everybody's saying hello as well. Love to know if you guys have done it before, which is awesome. We'd love to know what's your reaction, because a lot of you have already done many of her events. So go ahead and put it in the comments. And when I see them, I'm going to tell Anna all about it. This is so much fun, you guys. We have hundreds and hundreds of you just rocking it tonight. So this is your final and last chance. And I just want to add 2 things real quick. You guys hurry up on this. You get $100 off because you're buying it from us. No one else has gotten that deal. You also get a special configuration that you can only get in our box coming to you from HSN. We have 5 flex, because if you want to jump in now, this is how you can budget this. Use a major credit card. You're going to pay it off in 5 months. You'll get everything right away, and you're still entered into your ticket to this great event. But please don't wait any longer, guys. This is your final and last chance to be able to have, Anna, what is truly an incredible opportunity. And we talked about this on the air when we were talking about it last time we saw each other live. It is such a cool community, and you walk away with so much more than just, I've learned a gazillion techniques. You really walk away with new friendships you never expected.
You really do. And that, to me, is the very best part of our events, right? This will be our 15th event that we have produced. And we're talking about thousands and upon thousands of projects and experiences that have happened inside these events. But the learning is what I want you to focus on, right? So this is a technique that we're teaching where we're doing this on a scrapbook page, and we're doing this on a 3-dimensional card. So every single thing, whether you're working with the Francesca collection, the brand new Leon collection, or you're thinking, okay, I want to have all the pretty stuff, right? It's $1,800 worth of tools and materials, plus this incredible swag pouch, which has text weight papers. It's got adhesives, it's got bows, it's got beautiful matte foil colors that are not included in the class pouches. So when we're talking about putting together an event of this magnitude, right? It takes us almost a whole year to get this to happen, because what we want to see happen is something like this, right? So you start off with something that you love, right? And I'm going to do 2 at a time, because we're going to just look at 2 pretty things from Francesca. All right. So you're getting the cards, right? They're not printed on the inside, right? We give you card inserts in the materials kit. And from here, right, look at this brand new frame. So this beautiful brand new frame die, that's part of what you're getting, right? You're getting gorgeous coordinated flowers. You're getting layered dies that all you're doing, right? This is not any learning right here, except how to layer, right? How to create something that you love. And every one of the sentiments and the things that are added to this pouch, right? Everything goes together. It's literally flawless. So look at this. This is that new, the new geometric die. And look, it's a full 5x7. So beautiful. And we're looking at the colors that are in the kit. You've got gorgeous flowers and stickers. And really, we really just can't go wrong with all the things that are included. And what I think is really the nicest part about everything that we put together for this event is that it stands the test of time. These are the things that you're going to make things in the event. You're going to want to connect with the people in your life after you've made these. And really the biggest takeaway, Suzanne, is the learning, right? And the friendship.
Yeah. It's huge.
Hey,
by the way,
it's extraordinary.
Lori says, I've attended all the Crop at Home events. Beverly says, best 3 days. It's so exciting because you guys, your enthusiasm in the comments is coming through. Somebody wants to know how to shop. Well, I think that's a darn good question because that's important. And I saw it come up real quick, so let me explain. Right now, and I want to say hi to all the YouTubers who are out there. If you're on YouTube, you're going to see a link to shop at the top of the YouTube comments. If you're on Facebook, the link is right in the bottom. It says HSN. It says, don't forget you can shop, blah, 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 blah. Or you can use that scan code at the top of the screen over that way by Anna. You open up your phone, open up the camera. When you point it at that code, it'll automatically take you a link that takes you to buy this exact item. And then you're still in the event. You will not miss out what Anna's doing. You're not going to miss any demos. So use that little link right there so you guys can grab it. What happened? Is she stuck? Oh, thank you. Did you point for me? Oh, you could have been a weather girl, a weather woman.
No, I couldn't. It looked like I was drunk, Suzanne. It was really funny. Okay. I was like, how do you show beautiful cards and point to the QR code so that you can shop?
Talented.
Because that was really important. Okay, what we didn't show everybody in all that stuff in the box is that the HSN offer comes with $100 worth of extra materials, and it's all about card making. So it's brand new sentiments that are not included in the box. There are more ribbons, more card surfaces, more envelopes, more card inserts, and beautiful, beautiful foil stamped borders. So that's what's happening when you scan that code, right? You're getting the materials in the box, and everything starts shipping the week of April 14th. And what's so remarkable about how we've done this 15 times now, what we've learned is you want to get prepared. And so once these boxes start shipping, we actually send you a link to the private platform, and you can go on and do the entire prep videos for every single class, right? There are 9 classes over the 3 days, and they're each 90 minutes long. There's an hour break in between each one, which is so nice because you get to catch up. You get to talk to your friends that you've just made, and you get to see what's going on really behind the scenes because it is a live event. So the prep videos is your answer to exactly what everybody says to me. It's like, well, how in the world do I keep up, right? We start with all the die cutting. We do it all before the event. From there, we actually we have a live instant crafting replay in real time. Look at this, Suzanne. I missed this when I was with you. Yes.
That is my
You can tell who's on TV here.
Yeah, I'm the one
posing. Let's look at this
right?
up close.
Yeah, you got to look up close.
Who's on TV? Her.
But that is my daughter-in-law to be, and we were wedding dress shopping. She's getting married in November to my son. It was a great day too. Thank you for doing that. That page is gorgeous.
Oh, you're welcome. And what's so nice about having title stickers and journaling tags and this is the hard part for most people that love to scrapbook, right? It's the color combinations, the composition. Maybe you want to make some fancy details, right? What we're always doing is showing you how, right? And we do that step by step. I hold your hand through the entire experience. So we have such a good time doing it, right? We do so many amazing things. Like this is quilling, right? Quilling with cardstock, which is not something that we have done to embellish scrapbook pages and for cards. That's happening inside the event. So we are just having just the most fun putting together all the things, right? So if you get inspired by looking at projects that other people have made, you look at it and go, like I was just recently at an art museum and I was just going, oh, wow, I could do that. Well, why didn't I? Right? Why shouldn't I? I was so inspired. I was like, I'm going to go and I'm going to make some things. I'm going to paint, right? And this is the same way with scrapbooking. You see these amazing layouts and you see the pictures from other people's lives and you get so inspired. You're like, okay, I'm getting these out of my phone. I now have an opportunity. I have 3 days to myself, or, every Sunday afternoon for the next 3 months, right? You have time to do it. And you can actually start and stop after the live class is complete. You can start and stop at any time. And from there, you really, even if you wanted, I know I like to watch crafting things like HSN and like this, and you go, wait a minute, how did she do that? And then that was your only one chance. It went so fast. And so when we have an event like this, really, it's there to stay. You can go back, you can pause, you can rewind, you can hear me say it again. And it's so much fun to experience it again. Even after the event is over, people tell us that they go back and they just spend the afternoon with us, right? Just to relive all the fun stories that come out and the music and there's just so much that happens, Suzanne. I'm trying to give you a little taste of it, but somewhere I think DeWitt, you have some B-rolls so that we could show the best part is with a craft room, right? Can we show that? Because I think that's really fun to see. We have the private platform, and then we have the little bit of B-roll that shows you what happens each night in the event. So we all go to this virtual ballroom, and
wait, hang on one second. Do you have the video? We're going to try to show it. And we've got about a minute. Well, he's going to pop that up for you too. Okay, Marilyn, I know you want to order. She doesn't have her cell phone. It's okay, Marilyn. Look down at the bottom, and where it says HSN, don't forget, you can shop all the items. Just hit that right there, the HTTPS, and that's how you order any of the items tonight. So what are we seeing here, Anna?
We're seeing like a live class, all right? That's a previous event. You can see how the instructions are inside the event. You can download those with the pictures, tells you every single thing that you need with the tools. And look, those are people that have participated in the past. That's the craft room. Oh, wow, it's going really fast. Okay, so this is what's so funny, Suzanne, is that after you spend all day in class, right, while you're watching and you're talking to me on the screen, you are just dying to get on that camera. And you get to do that awesome. With 10 people at a table. And you use the microphone and the camera from your computer, and you sit and you meet 10 people. We're 9 people at your table, and you can table hop. You just double click on a chair. There it is. And those are rooms. You can see Robin and me and everybody where they all took pictures of themselves in the craft room. So that's one really of the most magical parts.
Okay, so here's what we're going to wrap up on this. I'm going to let you go ahead and get set for the next one. I have a couple updates for you guys. If you want to get the Clever Sliding Card die, it's a set of 6 dies. And again, it's like before, after. It's available right now. It's the kit that I bought when we were together on the craft day. Again, it was like 12:30 in the morning, and after I got off, I'm like, I need this kit because it's just so cool. You can do so many neat things with it. The item number is 901140. So if you want to get, that's what the gal earlier had showed us, the before and after picture. It's 901140. It's $69.95. It is in stock. Also, please don't forget, because I have hundreds of you jumping on board. First-time shoppers, you can scan the code. You can click, if you're YouTube, click at the top of the comments. If you're on Facebook, click at the bottom of the comments. And you can shop for these amazing kits. So this is the time to do it. And again, I love all you guys' comments. There's so many people who have done her big events, and many of them. So I really encourage you, treat yourself. I know it's not $19.95, but it is something that you'll do once and then end up doing many, many more times, like lots of people online, and never regret it. It's one of the neatest experiences I think you could ever do. And just the box itself and the goodies, it's amazing what you're going to get out of it. All right, we got to wrap that up, guys. We're moving on to the next one because we have so much to get to. We're going to spend about 5 minutes on this. This is part of an auto ship that Anna launched in October. It's the first time you can get this out on a single ship. So many of you on auto ship probably had gotten this or have got it or it's coming. First time ever you're going to be able to get this on its own. And it's our 12-inch cut and embossed folders. You get a set of 3. They're on sale for $29.95. And we've got 3 flex tonight. And again, $7.50 to ship your entire crafting order tonight only. So have fun with that. All right, Miss Anna, we love your borders. You always do amazing, amazing, intricate designs. Why do you like these 3 specifically?
Oh, they're ribbon. They turn paper into what looks like ribbon with a single pass through your die cutting machine, and so beautiful, right? So that kind of impression and that kind of evenness, right? That's a testament to how well the folders are engineered. They have the dies embedded in the top of them, so you don't have to measure the paper that goes on the inside. We give you some really cute layout ideas for cards and scrapbooking pages. And this is what it looks like even when you're cutting and embossing vellum. So you can do the lightweight stuff, you can do the heavyweight stuff. It's really one of the simpler tools that we make, and I'm just going to cut some for you. So we have the large plate system. This comes with the Empress Elite machine, and so I have paper. I have wax paper inside. It's just the 2 A plates for this configuration, depending on machine that you're using, you want to experiment with the sandwich. Like, so if you don't have our Empress or Empress Elite, these folders require a different sandwich in other machines. And so here's what happens every single time. So I started with a larger piece of paper. Now it's cut to a perfect 1-inch border, and it's perfectly even and gorgeous, right? So this can become a napkin ring. You could actually turn this into a bow. You could do so many things with this that each time that these come out, this is my favorite one of the set. This and this is the first auto ship. So when this was originally released, it came with an original set of fall leaves, and now this is the very first auto ship. And so if you were on auto ship, you would have gotten this. Let's make something with those. My goodness, there's so much here. Okay, look at that. So we have a little scrapbooking page, and then these borders really, so it's just so pretty. Look at how you can use them and connect, right? Connect more than one. I think this is going to go right there, like a little, oh yeah, so pretty. Okay, then all this detail, I'm sure it shows up for you on Facebook, right? You see all of that those perfect tiny little embossed edges. That's what's really important about getting a tool like this, because we want it to last. And so I just put that together incorrectly, but let's just keep going, because this is really pretty upside down and backwards. Okay, perfect. All right.
Wait, yeah. That's a darn good design when it doesn't matter which way you put it.
I know. And that's one of my favorite things to always do is, basically I like to prove that you really can take all the beautiful things from us, from your craft room. You can drop them on your project and everything looks great. And that to me, that it simplifies it down to enjoyment, right? You don't have to get it right, because it's already right. You're playing with things that have been, beautifully designed and planned just for you, and so that you are successful at creating with our products. So here we go. We have a little piece of vellum and that lovely ribbon border, and we're just going to make a compound border by we cut it twice and cut it down to 7 inches. Isn't that pretty? So that looks like ribbon, even though it's paper, and that's always, I think ribbon looks great on just about anything. And then your friendship generously, right, is a special gift, generously given, happily accepted, deeply appreciated. Okay, so much fun with all of those borders. And this is where, this is easy, right? Just a nice run around the edge, right? So all of that gorgeous geometric border, you can pair it with our printed borders. And really, this is the no-brainer. This is like scrapbooking 101. You want a big 12-inch border. And because it really does, it frames your pictures. It takes up a lot of the layout. It gives you a place to start. If you're starting from almost nothing, right? Turn them on an angle, right? Add them, make multiples as you're doing this, because it's a single pass experience. It's going to cut it, and it's going to emboss it all at the same time. And you can see how even the geometry, like on a completely different, more masculine scrapbook page, these look beautiful out of primary colors. So it doesn't have to always be about all these flowers, now does it?
Well, 90% it needs to be flowers, but we'll do about 10% for the guys. Okay, so here's what we're doing, guys. We're going to wrap up on this one. Somebody's got a question for me, and it is actually Annette. I'm sorry, Annette. No, I'm going to see if I can find it. If I can find it. Okay, there's somebody on here who wants to know about the shipping and kind of explain it. And I know we're going kind of fast, guys. So let me take 1 second, Anna. I'll let you switch to the next one. Here's what happens with the shipping tonight. So if you're brand new, we usually charge shipping on everything, right? And it really starts to add up. Boo, boo, right? Who wants to do that? What we're doing tonight is you can order all of your crafts. You can order one item and check out, then 2 more. 5 minutes from now, you could wait, order them all on the crafts, no matter how you order and how many times you check out, you will never spend more than $7.50 to ship all of your crafting items that ends at midnight tonight. We don't normally, it's very hard in our systems for us to do it. So I was thrilled that our team figured that out. So you will only spend buying all your crafts tonight, only $7.50 total in shipping. So once you hit $7.50, every craft item ships for free after that. So I hope that makes sense to you. It is the perfect time to get favorites, maybe stuff you've had in your cart, maybe stuff you're thinking about, maybe the stuff you're seeing new tonight. It's a great time to shop. That will end at midnight, so make sure. And you can keep checking out. You get 2 things, check out. Get 5 things, check out. Our systems will switch to the free shipping on crafts once you hit the $7.50 mark. Okay? So I just wanted to explain it because that's important to understand how to order. How do you do it? You either click on the link down below. That's on Facebook, or if you're on YouTube, you click on the link above. It'll take you right to it, or open your phone, open your camera, use the scan code that Anna did better than I, pointing at it, and that'll take you right to a link that will take you to buying any of the products you see tonight. All right, Annie, yeah, you did better than me on that one. All right, the next one, we have another special guest that Anna's going to introduce here in a minute or so, but you guys just have to see. We'll go to my overhead. Look at this die. This is my hand. Look at this corset die. I mean, this is amazing. This is a beautiful, stunning kit. Once again, chocked full of yummies, goodies, unbelievable magic, all in one glorious, glorious, massive kit. And it's called the Corset Kit. So this is item number 9000770. It's $89.95. We do have FlexPay on this, and it is just an amazing, amazing collection you put together, Anna. Why did you decide to do something like this? Because I thought it was so gorgeous and so unique.
Oh, well, you know, Suzanne, this is a look back at the Create event that we had last November. And so this is a really special offering because it's not been seen outside of the event. This is our corset album die set and materials. And when we say album, right, this is going to make an album, right, that you can use to gift someone a special event, add your photos to it, right? It creates the front and back of the corset. The die set is, you are right, it is a full die set. So this is a large project kit, meaning that you have to have a large plate set to work with it. This is the corset. It's all lace adorned. It's a 3D die, and this is going to create the photo and the accordion part of the album. Now, it does come with step-by-step instructions what to cut, how to put it together, where to add the ribbon, and then it comes with the materials to make what I just showed you, and that is really fun. So it's one album's worth of the materials with 300 GSM cardstock, double-sided, and chipboard, and what you were talking about with all the embellishments, these are to make one album's worth of the embellishments, everything from vellum flowers, so it's a mixed media album, vellum flowers, cardstock flowers, and we can lace the corset. So I'm going to show you how great this actually cuts. So you have this is the die in its entirety. It has a left and right side, and we were talking about how what was kind of fun about this, at 10 o'clock at night on the East Coast was this was Anna Griffin After Dark, right? We were talking about a little lingerie, and Suzanne, what's so nice is that we have the best guest, and let me just reveal this before we go say hello to her. But look at what happens. Okay, look at that detail. Okay, all right. Oh my gosh! Our guest made an album. Can we talk to her?
Yeah.
Yay! Oh good. Manji, are you here?
Here's mine.
Hi, Manji.
You see that?
Hi, Manji Moore. Grip, yes, we can see it.
I'm sending you a big hug. Big hug, Anna. Big hug.
Oh, tell everybody why you do that.
Oh, I
love it.
Wow. We have to learn how to self-soothe and love ourselves. I'm a therapist, so I'm all about learning about yourself, being okay with yourself, embracing yourself. So with all my clients, I always end the session giving them a big hug, letting them know that there's somebody here thinking about them.
And I think that's wonderful.
Yes.
So who did you make your corset album for?
So since we're doing After Dark, I made it for my best friend, hubby.
There you go.
He loves it because it's a corset. So it makes him think, oh, you're thinking romance. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Woohoo.
It's time. All right. Tonight or not tonight, whatever that is, right?
Right. So
what a wonderful gift.
Yes.
Oh, yes. Manji, look, what would you tell people? What would you tell people that have never been to one of our create events that they need to know?
What they need to know is amazing. The amount of connections and people that you meet from all over. This community is so inviting. And I guarantee you, once you go once, it's almost like you'll never not go. Right? It's our Super Bowl. It's like getting tickets to the Super Bowl. So it's the Super Bowl of crafting. And it's like amazing. And step by step, everyone's so inviting, so helpful. You never feel like you're falling behind. And then at the end of the night, oh my God, the ballroom? Who doesn't want to talk to everybody? Who doesn't want to hear, how did you do that? What'd you do different? Love it. And just to be able to post your pictures and have people comment on it, it's so inviting. You never feel alone. You will never think, oh my God, I'm in the space by myself, because it feels like you're there. It gives the feeling like you're with all these people creating.
That's awesome.
Yeah. That is the best way to put it. You're never alone. And one of the most important things that I like to say to people is, like, it's a place that you belong, right? That you create as a place that we all belong. And it's just an honor and a privilege not only to have met you through these events that we've done, but to meet everybody that has participated. We make friends for life, don't we?
For life. It's a gift that keeps on giving. Keeps on giving. Yeah. And before you know it, you're like, oh my God, there's a person that lives in my town. I met so many people that live close to me through Crop at Home.
Yes. Yes. Oh, it's so wonderful.
We create together now. I met her at the Crop at Home, and it's wonderful.
Oh, so tell me, let's have that shout out again. Who did you meet?
I met Nancy. I met Nicole, and we cropped. Nancy, we're setting up to meet each other. I went over to her house. We're looking at all our supplies, what we're going to do, and we're planning. We're calling it the New York Griffin Night.
Oh, okay. Right. And aren't you in New Jersey?
I'm in New York. I'm in a little town no one knows called Ronkonkoma.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that sounds like a song. Okay. Well, Manji, you're just my absolute favorite. Thank you for joining us on every single platform that we've ever invited you to. You are the greatest of all time guests.
Thank you, Anna. Thank you. And I'm encouraging everyone. Come. I would love to see you. Come. I promise you. You will not regret it.
Oh, that's awesome. Manji, thank you.
That's wonderful. Thank you.
I send you big hugs. See you in May.
Bye.
Well, and
oh,
Anna,
that's so fantastic.
Guys, I just want to remind you, because we have so many people joining us, you're coming in, you're coming out, we have new people joining us. I'm going to give you the item number for the event that Manji's so excited about, guys. It's the first thing we showed, so if you missed it, it's 903142. It gives you your ticket to the event everybody was talking about. It's the 3-day event. You get this huge box of goodies that come to your house. And if you're getting excited like Manji is, this is your chance to get it. It's $100 off. You also get a $100 bonus pack that only comes with the HSN exclusive configuration, and you can still get it. It's our final and last chance to get a ticket to get a seat in that event that you do from the comfort of your home. So once again, it's 903142 in case you missed us talking about it in the very beginning of this hour. Also, I just want to mention on the corset, Deborah was reading my mind. She said the corset album makes a great bridal shower gift. And with all those beautiful pictures I have of shopping for the dress with my soon-to-be daughter-in-law, that would be a really personal and very memorable album I could make for her. So I'm even thinking about it, Miss Anna.
Right. Suzanne, I know I promised you a scrapbook last time I saw you, so I need to make good on that.
Oh, well, she said she was going to make me one, and I was like, really? I get a custom-made book from Anna Griffin? I was like, oh my gosh. So I'm waiting on it. I think it's okay. I'm patient.
Okay. Well, we'll get right on it. If you want to send me the pictures, it'll come complete to you. If you want me to send you a scrapbook where you put the pictures in, I can do that too, because that's what this is. This is an all-inclusive kit for a mini album, and it's our Paisley mini album. And this is cute. You want to talk about a great gift? This is it, because this is a scrapbook that you can make in minutes, not hours. It doesn't require.
Sorry, just go to my overhead real quick. I just want to show you, just so you guys can see it on my camera here. Everything's included. And we had a gal earlier who said, oh my goodness, I've been wanting to scrapbook. I'm getting the itch. This one, Anna, would be perfect for someone who's actually a beginner, or you just don't have much time.
Yeah. Well, this is really the fun part of scrapbooking, because everything comes in our Simply kit. So you're getting the book, right? So it has 8x8 pages that it comes with the page protectors, and it comes with all these double-sided cardstock pages, all the stickers that you see, and the journaling tags, and the photo mats, and everything's in this fun, whimsical Paisley color palette, very saturated, lots of pretty colors. Okay, so standard 4x6 and then 3x3 photos go on these pages. And then you have the same amount of embellishments that if you were wanting to, make cards with these things, gift the scrapbook. There's so much included here that you're making 20 layouts. So you're 10 pages back and front. You see how that works. Everything matches. And then this is what we call the photo mats. So we have square ones and the 4x6 ones as well. And then there are border stickers, journaling tags, and beautiful flowers to embellish with. And then we give you some starter layout ideas about turning a page horizontally or vertically with, to accommodate your photos. So really, there's a lot of ways that you can put this together very quickly. So let's do that, right? So we've got some fancy paper. We've done a border and little fussy cutting. And then the rest of the fussy cutting, look at this, we're making our own custom background. Now this is a little more advanced, all right? So this is not the way that, we would start, but this is a photo mat. So we print out those little thumbnail pictures, right? Those, we have lots of those, right? So then we have the ability to create titles, right? It says moments, right? And then we want to tell the story. We want to make sure that we have this little journaling piece, just enough of what the story is, so that we don't forget that this was last summer. We don't forget what the ages are of the people in the photos. We want to make sure that we preserve these things things. And that's where decorative scrapbooking was born, right out of a desire to make sure that we weren't, keeping all these things in our phones. And so there we go, full-size photo. Again, really pretty color palette, lovely little embellishments. So there's nothing to this except the desire to make sure that we have this. Why don't we say a little party for that? Isn't that cute? So everything that you can put together, we have done in a way that it looks great across from each other, right? It doesn't have to completely match. You don't even have to, you can put these in the page protectors and use the back, right? So to go ahead and add photos to the back without wasting paper. So you really have more than you could possibly ever use to create the entire book. And so there's a little paper crafting technique there. Beautiful photos and such a great way to leave a bridal shower and take the photos from the event that you took, memorialize them in this wonderful little scrapbook, and it's all there for the making, right? So you're getting the book comes with this, and you're getting every single piece of cardstock, paper, embellishment to create the entire thing in an afternoon. You just have to decide the photos are the hardest part, which ones to use.
And I think what you'll find, everybody, is she does her kits so brilliantly. They come together with very little effort. I think sometimes you look at these pages and goes, there's no way I can do it. Trust me, it's designed so brilliantly that if you just layer and throw a bunch of stuff on a page with a photo and some journaling, honestly, you're good to go. By the way, Anna, we've gotten a request for you just to do the papers in its own stack, if you would.
Oh, yeah. I think we do have that. The
really?
Paisley papers. Well, and I know we have it as a large scrapbook album and paper kit. So I'm pretty sure we do have this, but
we'll try to find it online.
It's late.
This
is late for me, Suzanne. You know that, right? This is past my bedtime.
And also, just for clarification, Anna, this is the last of the Simply Scrapbook auto ship, right? So if you're in the auto ship, you've got this one.
Oh. Yeah, did we offer it as an auto ship? Oh my goodness. I think we was just on the big album that was the auto ship. These turned out to be single ship because there were so few of them, right? Okay, everybody's nodding here in the studio.
Oh, good.
So this was
wrong note.
Yeah,
okay, it was. So you're good.
It was the big one. Yeah, the big scrapbooks, they were the auto ship.
Okay, perfect. Well, I want to clarify that because that was in a note I got. All right, so we're good. All right, guys, so let's do this, Anna. Let's go ahead. We've got 2 more kits, and let me introduce the next one to you because this one was saved just for tonight's show. It is brand new. It's the first time you're going to see it, and I'm so excited. So we'll go to my overhead so you guys can see what we're talking about. And this one, again, so unbelievably clever. So Anna and her team are just masters when it comes to creating incredible dies, and they do so many things. This is called the 3D Wagon Easel Set of 8 Dies Kit. This is one of the most requested things that you guys have asked her to do, and wait till you see the magic that's created with this. Here's your item number 90780. This is the brand new launch, and it is 8 dies inside it. We're at $39.95, and we do have 3 flex pays, so use that. Again, don't forget, we have our whole shipping deal going on until midnight tonight. $7.50 to ship your entire crafting order. Get it all done before midnight because you'll save a ton of money on shipping. All right, it's Miss Anna, so this looks really clever.
Suzanne, if you were hanging out with me, one of the things I love to say is it's a wagon load of something at all times around here. So this is now the wagon load of crafts, the wagon load of bunny rabbits, the wagon load of flowers, whatever it is. Look at it, makes a stand-up wagon, right? And we've done all these incredible vessels for your embellishments, right? I think 15 years ago on HSN, we started with pockets, right? And now we've evolved into every mode of transportation. Now we have the adorable little wagon, and it's a rattan wagon. So it's a woven basket. So it looks like it's a little vintage. It's got some pretty modern wheels. And then we even have the ground, which is a grass which is easy to, ground what you're working on so that it stands up. It looks like it's in your backyard. Again, we give you step-by-step instructions. Everything is illustrated in what you need to cut, and then ways in which you would actually decorate the wagon load of whatever it is. Okay, so the best part about our easel dies is that the outline of the die, right, creates the entire card. And so we always want to, I'm going to turn this around so that the pattern is the right side up. We always want to recommend you using double-sided cardstock, and this is one, this is so pretty from our Virginia collection. You, with these oversized dies, you do need a large plate system. So our Empress Elite's got this great giant plate system, and you see how you want to plan the papers where you do a shadow layer and then the overlay. Our basket is out of the brown matte foil, but this is the base of the card. And what's so great about this is that we didn't have to measure, we didn't have to cut, and all we have to do is fold this forward, right? Or fold this forward, and there's the little tab, and then we add the top of the basket to it. So everything is thought through for you. And let's see. All right, let's do that. Oh, it's a brown basket. Okay, there we go. Shadow layer on the bottom. The basket's ready. Every single one of these easel die sets comes with what we call a stopper. This is actually where it's the kickstand for whatever is standing up at attention for what you're working on. And look at this. Oh, I love this. There's a little ribbon. It's a pink basket. So it's all done with ribbon. And then, okay, we're going to paper piece this our way through to an Easter basket. Oh, right, with gold rims. This is getting more fun by the second. I like this demo. Do you like it?
Yeah, it's so clever.
But we haven't had this on HSN. You know this, right? This is new, just for you.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it.
So
you know what, Anna, when I was thinking to do this, can you imagine how cute a Christmas basket would be? I mean, you could just do a gazillion things with this die.
Right, and you could fill it with a gift card. You could do all the things, and with Easter coming up, right? Of course, the Easter Bunny is going to bring some amazing things. It's got little chicks, and we've got flowers, and this is really up to you. Like when you are being creative with all the things, right? We all know we have too many embellishments. We have too many crafts. We have lots of things that we can play with. That having a brand new vessel for all of those embellishments, that's all there is to it, right? Look at this. There's a little fairy sitting on the wagon. A wagon load of fairies. There you go. Oh, this one. Oh, look at this one. We get a wagon load of champagne. It's a picnic hamper, like they say in the UK.
That was mine right there.
Yeah. Oh, see, wouldn't that be nice right now? A little glass of champaign.
Oh,
right? If we're going to stay up this late and craft, we should be drinking. Okay. Sharon's laughing at that. Suzanne, that's really fun. You know Sharon, and that she loves champagne, right? That's her favorite. So there we go. A wagon load of little puppies, right?
Yeah.
How about? Oh wow.
Think
okay.
about the different holidays. Think about even doing like St. Patty's Day. How fun a card like that would be. A birthday. I mean, a surprise pop. Balloons coming out of there would be really cool. Little wrapped gifts that you could do for holiday time. I just think of a fall scene. How great would fall colors be? Just having that vessel opens up a world of ideas.
It really does. And I think that the little details, like threading the ribbon through the basket, making it look even more lifelike, right? With your paper choices, with the techniques in which you decorate these. I just think it just gets more fun with each one of these cards. Our crafts team really outdid themselves with creating all of these samples. It looks like they had a great deal of fun, and I think you will too, right? This can be customized for the recipient. You can put this together in their favorite colors, maybe even for Mother's Day, right? You want to give mom a wagon load of love. So it's all about the things that, you see when you look at this little die set. So brand new, something we haven't seen on HSN, and it was saved for our National Craft Month shows.
Yay! Okay, I got to give a couple shout outs. Everybody's saying hi to Manji. They just loved her reference to your big event being like the Super Bowl for crafters. So I just want to say a ton of you are making great comments tonight. Thanks everybody for commenting both on YouTube and on Facebook, and love it because you guys are jumping in. A lot of people getting the corset. They loved Manji's ideas with it as well. So how fun, everybody. Just hang in there. Thanks for all the comments. I want to make sure, but don't forget, just if you're getting this kit, it is the very first time that you're getting it. All right, DeWitt, we are getting a request from Patty because we've been so busy tonight. We do want to get DeWitt out here. Come out, DeWitt. She wants to get a fit check every single Tuesday. Well, when we're on and all the technology works, look at what you're going to say. A fit check, a little on the wild side tonight. Very bright. Hi, DeWitt. We love you. Love you so much.
Check.
Love you, Anna.
He's my buddy. He's my
I love
buddy.
you, DeWitt. Yeah.
She says she loves you.
Oh.
All right, so there's your fit check. Patty, thanks for keeping us honest here because we love to see what DeWitt's wearing every single time on Tuesdays. Oh, also, Arizona Griffinites, they have now invited me because you must follow me because you found out I was in Arizona at a tennis event. And they said, Suzanne, you got to come and have drinks or tea. I will definitely do drinks with you next time in Arizona. So I'm going to find the Arizona Griffinites and I will try to come out and hang out with you guys next time I'm in Arizona. And I get out there once, twice a year, every now and then when I can. All right, Anna, you ready to move on to the last one, guys? Here we go. My overhead shot, please. Producer Director DeWitt. Here we go. This is another kit that we have that everybody please go to hsn.com if you're shopping for that last brand new one because I know you're going crazy. But this one is called the French fans. I mean, my gosh, once again, look at these dies. Look at how intricate they are. The papers are stunning. All the accessories, of course. You even get, long envelopes. So Anna, let's explain this one because this is out of this world.
So we're just going straight back into Create Land, right? So twice yearly, we have these incredible events. And last November, we had Create 10. And what we made were these incredible 3D fans that actually fold down as a slimline card. So this is a die set and it's instructions. It's all of these beautiful vignette pieces that you fill the fan with. And what's so neat, all right, so this is a 3-panel fan. There's a 5-panel that you can make. This is what we made in the Create classes, just like Crop at Home 5 that's coming up, right? We have 3 projects that we make in we do amazing things. And then when we get gosh, I didn't even say this earlier, Suzanne. On day 1, right, it's kind of like a beginner day. And we learn a lot of things. Day 2, we say is an intermediate day, and then day 3, it's advanced. And this was in a day 3 class where we were taking this die set, right? This is a 3D die set. It's a full-on 2 different paddles of the fan with embellishments and a tassel. And this is where it gets really interesting because this is not an over and under assembly process. We actually had to engineer the way that this goes together so that it would fold flat and go in the card now, or in the envelope. Now, the cardstock that is included is really extraordinary. This is 300 GSM. It's double-sided foil. And so you have 3 different colorways in the blue, the green, and the pink, and then you have solids to match and foil to match as well. So that's your slimline envelope. And these are the little paddle, the blades of the fan. These are the illustrations that go on the inside. So you're getting the entire class, the materials, and the assembly instructions. And so let me just show you. Let's see, how does this work? Wow. Okay, I see. We're going to just open this up. So these were made. These little scenes were designed, they were cropped so that they go underneath the frame. So when you're putting the overlay down, you see it's just a little bit bigger than that frame. You want to frame them, with your die cut. And here we've used champagne foil, we've used gold foil, and alternated the paddles, and then tied it closed with the little tassel at the bottom. Now, if you were starting out, right, to make this is what you would want to understand, right? So that would be, you want to take, I've sent my paper flying. It's okay. this is how you want to plan out your cuts. Now, we make little pizza slices out of the fancy matte foil. So we have the champagne and then we have the gold, and they're different, and you can tell the difference in between the middle. This is called a shadow layer, and so you definitely want to plan your cuts. And so here we've got the paper back to back so that we get the same face for the shadow layer to create the fan. So I'm going to cut this. This is a lot of paper we're going to cut all at once, and my shadow layer die moved. There we go. Okay, again, this is Anna After Dark. There's a lot going on. Oh, Suzanne, it's so much fun to be here with you on your fancy Facebook Live. I realize we're out of time. I'm sorry.
No, that's all right.
Well, because you've got Tony coming up.
We do have Miss Tony.
So sweet
and you know what? It is like 4 a.m. in England right now. So God bless her, because she's hanging with us as well. But no worries. And just remember, guys, if you want to see all the collection, you just have to go to hsn.com, and you can even type in HSN Gets Crafty, and you'll go directly to our special page, which is dedicated to just the products that you're seeing in our show. But again, Anna, I do have to let you run. I want to thank you and your entire team. It really is incredibly special, because I know how busy you guys are. You've got a lot going on. But, thank you for helping us to wrap up our crafting month. We love you, and we love your team as well. And we all love all the Griffinites too. So thanks for hanging out tonight.
Oh, you're so welcome, Suzanne. Thank you. And happy National Craft Month.
Finale.
Ta-da.
All right, bye, baby. Take care.
Bye.
All right, now everybody hang out, because we have, for the next about 45 minutes, we have Tony DeRoche joining me. She has been so patient. It's like some god-awful early, middle of the morning, night in England, and we have Stamps by Me. We tried to get Tony on a couple of weeks ago, and we have 4 big kits we're going to feature tonight. They are all brand new. Yay! And so for all of you who love Stamps by Me, and I know how much you adore her, she is now joining us live, and I want to welcome her in. Hello, Tony. How are you, sweet pea? Hello. Does she know she's on with us? Tony. Hi, darling. I can hear them. There. Oh,
I don't know. I can't.
Hi, honey.
Hi, sweetheart.
Can you hear me? Hi, baby. Welcome. Thank you so, so much for being patient and hanging out with us tonight. We've got hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people joining us from around the world, especially you. We're so excited. Happy end of National Craft Month. How are you?
Oh, thank you so much for having me. I love it when you invite me. It's super exciting. I'm sorry about that, but our studio is freezing. We've got no heating. So I've been stood here like this thinking, I need to jog around this building and get some steps in. I've got my coat wrapped around my waist as well to keep cozy. But listen, it's always craft over cold, right?
Oh, absolutely. We'll do anything to keep crafting, even freezing cold. All right, girls, so we're going to jump in. I'm going to introduce your very first kit. I've got it above. We're going to the above shot. This one is beautiful. Remember, all these are brand new. She has a beautiful collection. She does beautiful, beautiful work. This is a gorgeous vintage bloom card making kit. And check the price on this one, everybody. It's only $15.95. You're getting 16 sheets of the paper. You're getting this really impressive 3D embossing folder. You're going to see and be able to make some of the most gorgeous cards and ideas. And now I'm going to throw it to Tony, and then I'm going to join her crafting on this one. So Tony, I really always adore you guys' artwork. You and the team, just beautiful artwork that is so rich and so impressive.
Honestly, Suzanne, we are super different, as you know, and we talk about this often, but we bring a little bit of something different to the table. So we are a little bit more technique-based company, which pushes your boundaries with your stamping, your papers. We're super affordable. The quality is just awesome. Been on HSN for over 3 years now. I'm not sure where that's gone, but let's have a look at this incredible kit, because the price point is so cool, right? So you get those vintage papers. I'll just very quickly show you now. These are 16 pages. They're thick, guys, and they're packed with pigment. And you can see from all of these lovely designs how quite simply you're going to be able to make the most beautiful cards with little to no effort. So I've got a couple of demos for this one. Now, these are in a square format, but of course, we can trim them down and we can make them into a smaller card, should you wish. But they have these sort of antique frames around there. So if you want to do some ink blending around there, you want to be a little bit more creative and do 3D, then you can do that. So you get that paper pad, and you also get one of our incredible high definition embossing folders, which give you up to 7 layers with your dimension. And they are embossed beautifully on the front. And what's unique about ours is the very fact that the deboss is as beautiful as the emboss. So when we emboss our cards with our embossing folders, normally we just go for the embossed area, but with our high definition embossing folders, you can totally use the deboss as well. And already I've only been on show 2 minutes and I'm now red hot. Honestly, put myself under too much pressure. So I'll just keep going just to show you. This is just the simplest format of cards. Check these out. So you're going to have sort of like one of a kind cards. This is that incredible embossing folder with a vellum sort of wrap around there as well. And they can be teamed in with all of the other lovely brands that we see here on HSN. And I'm pleased to say that I just followed Anna and she is my favourite. So I'm pleased that we're in the same show together. So I'll just show you a few more. And then if you want, Suzanne, shall I just get straight into a demo?
Yeah, and you and I are going to split screen and demo away. By the way, are those 6x6 we're getting asked?
The paper pads are 5x5.
5x5. Got it. Very good. And we've got people jumping on. You guys are joining us who love Tony. Jane says, my friend Stacy introduced me to Stamps by Me. Love your products and designs. And Marnie says, oh, these are so pretty. When will the winner be announced? Yes, we're doing a giveaway before the end of this hour. At the very, very end, when I'm wrapping up, we will announce who our winner is of the giant. Oh, and by the way, Tony, you were here when we had our big craft event.
Oh, it's so wonderful because I've still got the photos from the last 2 years that you've done it. So to get some wonderful photos this time as well, I'm sort of like collecting a lovely album of people who I've met, who've been invited to the day. It's always nice to see people in person as well. They always say to me, do we need to get a translator so we can understand what you're saying?
Well, I just wanted to thank you because it is a long haul coming over here, but we love you guys and you have so many huge fans over here as well. So let's get crafting. We're going to split screen because I'm going to do an idea as well, okay?
Okay, I hope you haven't got some really good ones. You're going to blow me out of the water, are you? Because normally when you do these shows with me, you're awesome.
Oh, thanks, baby.
So what I'm just going to basically do is I'm going to do a little bit of a 3D card just to change it up a little bit. But if you don't know Stamps by Me, all of our products have a great QR code on. So you can use the QR code and get that inspiration. And we're always live every Monday evening at 6 p.m. UK time. And it's 1 p.m. Eastern time. And that's all of the products that we bring to you here at HSN. So if you purchase from us, you can get further inspiration by just coming and joining in our show. I've got a lovely crafty community and a lot of them are already in Suzanne's page as well and post their makes in there as well. So if you do want to come along and say hello, it would be wonderful. We like to know the weather because you all eat differently to us. The weather's different to us. We're always cold. You've always got it nice. So we just love to have that lovely crafty community. Now, I have picked some of the frames. Now, I've gone with this lovely sort of like bright, vibrant, peachy, reddy colour here. And I picked 2. And what I've done is I've cut away the flower from a second one.
Wait. Yeah. Okay, Tony and I did not meet beforehand. Yeah. We did not talk beforehand. Look what I did, girl. I'm doing the exact same idea. That is crazy. Oh my gosh.
That is crazy. And guess what as well? She's got her ink pads out and she's distressing, which I've got mine out too to do. But
oh my God, this is crazy. You and I are in the same brain. Oh my gosh, that is crazy.
Yeah, so I'm going round with a brownie colour. Obviously, Suzanne's going a little bit brighter because she's a little bit more confident than I am with colour. But I'm just going round with this. And then all I'm doing is I'm just going to do exactly what Suzanne's doing. I'm just going to pinch the flowers Give them a little bit of a raise, you know, give them a little bit of realism on there. And then just go around the edge of here too and just get rid of that white edge. Now, it is more like a postcard. It's not paper. So you could absolutely stamp onto these. They go through your embossing folders as well. Super, super cool without any cracks. They carry ink. You can watercolour onto them as well. And you can also add like gold gilding flakes and waxes around. So before I stick this on here, I've just got... Don't tell me. You ain't got this, have you, Suzanne?
What did you do? Nope, I don't. You got me on that one. I'm popping mine up, though.
Oh, crikey. I'm free. Right, let's get some twine. I'm just going to wrap
then I would just be, like, done. That would have been crazy.
That would have been crazy. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take some of this lovely sort of, like, burlappy twine, super fine, so it'll sit flat on my card. I'm going to just wrap it round a few times, create a wee bow. Start at the back. There we go. And then just wrap it around. This is super thin. It's more like a cotton, actually. So you could use a nice coloured cotton if you wanted to. And then all I'm going to do is I'm just going to give myself 2 long legs, like so. And then we'll tie it in pull it down a little bit like so. And then we'll tie it in a cute bow. Now you could add a tag, a ribbon, sentiment, whatever you wanted to do with this particular one. The papers in themselves just carry their own. They're just absolutely beautiful. So we'll just stick that on there like so. We'll trim the little legs down a little bit. I did see people have been... This is exclusive to this live, you know, Suzanne. So, and I did see, though, that people, without me even showcasing it, had been ordering it.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and we've had
it.
It's cool. I know. You know what? What I did was I used a really, really deep red on my LDRS, but I used a really, really deep red, so it really makes that pop. And then the pop dots obviously gave me some poppiness, some depth. All right, so we'll go full to your shot to see yours. There we go.
So did you? So shall I twist mine a little bit just now?
What do you think?
There we go. So I've just got very similar to you with a vintage brown and the twine wrap around there. We just need to have a bow on there as well if you wanted to, like so. A little bit of dimension. You don't have to have too much dimension, but that's just very similar to this one that we did, that the sample I've got here, where it just shows you how you can just do it completely flat. You do not have to have the raised element on there if you want to. The papers do carry their own. But like we've just done there, if you do want to be a little bit more creative and just add in the other items that you've got from Stamps by Me or another wonderful brand, of course you can do that as well just to elevate. They do look really cool if you do add some sparkle or some glitter. So that's sort of like the papers in there. They are incredibly beautiful, but you also get that embossing folder as well. So shall I show a quick technique using that one?
Yes, please.
So let me just grab the embossing folder here. Now, the cool thing, like I've explained about the embossing folders, is the very fact that you can choose emboss or deboss. They're wonderful. And we've got some fantastic 5-star reviews on these. So I'm just going to grab, for example, let's just get rid of all these samples here because they're causing chaos. And let's just run. So I've got some paper, just got a larger piece than the square ones that are in this kit. This is actually from the next kit coming up. But I'm just going to take a piece of the paper and I'm just going to run it through. Now, a great way to feel which way to put it through your machine is just feel the rise and the fall on the embossing folder. And then if you want to, you can put a little mark saying F for front if you want, if it's easier that way. I just feel it and I know that this back part is raised, so I know that that's going to push it through. So I'm just going to pop this piece of cardstock in here onto this dark coloured paper so you can see the embossing folder just there. And then we'll just run this one through. Super easy. Make sure I've got my right place. And then I'm going to show you a little bit of a technique. I love techniques, guys. I love things that are going to push us as crafters to try new things. We buy all of this wonderful craft stash, don't we? So we really need to sort of like stretch it and make it worth its money, should we say. So I'm just going to move this out of the way and just show you, when you take it open like this, the detail will be there, but you're probably not going to see it. But I'm going to show you a little bit of a hack with a white ink pad. So if you've got a nice white ink pad in your stash, this is where sort of like your card making comes into its own. So if you don't have my embossing folders, that's fine. The technique still stays the same. You can utilize it across the board. So I have a white ink pad, and all I'm going to do is I'm just going to tap the white on top of the embossed detail, tap, 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 and it's going to raise that 3D design underneath and give us something very, very pretty. So tap, tap, tap. You can already see it's coming to life here with the leaf.
Wow.
So don't be scared of a white ink pad. They don't bite. And normally, most white ink pads are pigments, so they're blendable. So you just get your brush and add a little bit more. Can we see now the details coming to life there?
Beautiful.
Hopefully you can see it.
Yeah.
Tap, tap, tap.
That's gorgeous.
So I've done this one in the white. I'll just use the corner of my ink pad there to get that detail there. And then now all that needs is a sentiment. Hopefully you can see that.
That's so pretty.
So that's just white onto a dark coloured piece of cardstock. But let me just show you one other way to utilise them. So if you have like gilding waxes and things like that, if you take a piece of black and run it through on a black one as well, there's just so many different ways that you can utilise the products that we bring to you here at HSN. And the 4 items that are in the show this evening, I haven't been to air. I know a lot of you have already bought them, which we do appreciate. So thank you so much. But they haven't been to air. So you're getting sort of like in-depth demos on here, because sometimes on HSN we do run out of time. So it's nice just to be able to just do a few techniques with each collection just to get your creativity going. So here is in the black. So it's just plain in the black. Now, you could put a white ink pad over that and bring it to life. But what I'm going to do this time is, rather than use the white, I'm going to use a wax. So I'm just going to take my wax here, and I'm just going to get it warm on my finger. I'm just going to tap the excess off on some scrap paper. Make sure it's nice and warm. And then all I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this image to life. So when you put your design over, hopefully, you'll start to see that wonderful design come to life underneath there, absolutely beautifully. So I'll just clean my finger off here.
Wax that I have in my hand, just so you guys can see kind of what it looks like when it's all finished. And then let me show you this one. How gorgeous is this? And again, that's all just with the 3D embossing folder that's included in this kit. This is a steal, guys. I mean, seriously, a little over $15 for the embossing folder, all the papers that you get, all the goodies that are included. It's a really, really strong kit. So you definitely might want to think about picking this one up. We can go full back to tone if you don't mind. Thank you, love. I love that technique.
I'll hold this up in a second. Yeah, it's just a super easy technique. You don't have to be advanced. Hopefully you can see all of that lovely, lovely detail on there as well. So it's great for guys' cards, masculine cards as well. So I just absolutely love that technique. So you can do it on paper, you can do it on black, and then let me show you just one more technique using the embossing folder very quickly, because I know we've got 4 collections to get through. So if you have a piece of white and you ink up your embossing folder, now you can't hurt your embossing folders if you ink them up. They wipe clean. They're pretty much indestructible. So, you know, play around with colour and have some fun. So if we take this pink ink pad here and we put some pink onto the embossing folder, I always like to do both because our embossing folders do both sides. So tap, 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 both sides. This is quite a bright pink, so this is really going to show on camera. So I'm just going to do it all over. We'll do that side and then this side. So you can see the deboss in here. Just run your embossing folder under the tap when you've finished. It'll just wash off. So this is super bright. Probably a little bit brighter than I would normally do. However, so then if you don't mind the harsh edges and you're liking a little bit of sort of like a media look, then that's fine. But if you don't, just take a brush or your finger, just tap it out. it doesn't really matter. And then what I like to do is I like to spray with a little bit of water and then take a piece of white cardstock and pop it inside, lay it in, close it up, and then let's see what results we get this way. And like I say, when you run it through, if you run it through and you're like, I hate that, it's a piece of card, it can go in bin, but at least you tried, right? If you're thinking it's too dark, swap it out for a lighter pink, get another piece of card and try again. So we'll run this one through. And let's see how this turned out. Don't forget you can trim your card down. So there is that lovely 3D design
cool.
there, all in the pink. If you turn it over, you will get the deboss as well.
That's great.
But say, for instance, you've done it that dark and you're like, it's too dark. My cards are never that dark. They're a little bit too much. Then all you need to do is just bring your white ink pad back in and tap it over the design. Push the pink back and bring the white back. Tap, tap, tap.
Awesome.
And there you have.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Bring that design back. You could use coloured ink pads, gold ink pads, whatever you want to use. It's totally down to you. We obviously trim that down. Pop a nice sentiment in the centre and you have got a card sending you a hug, saying hello, whatever it may be. No sort of like skill level required with these, Suzanne. Super duper easy for beginner craft or advanced.
Okay, guys, so here's what we're doing. And I just screwed up my thing to it. So it's got to come help me, rescue me. Here's what we're going to switch. So Tony, we're going to switch to the next kit, everybody, because we have 4 brand new kits you've never seen before. I think you're going to go absolutely ape over this next one. What it's called Stamps by Me Shades of Pink card kit with floral lamination. Now, again, you talk about value. This one is only $26.95. First off, you're getting a whole series of 7 pieces of stamps that are just absolutely gorgeous. You're going to see a lot of different ideas with this. You're going to get this beautiful all surfaces shades of pink, which I love. They look like they're glitter without the hassle. They give you kind of that look. Then we have what's called fractured florals. These are stunning. Look how pretty these are. Those are included in this kit as well. So those are a part of it. And all of that for only $26.95. Quick reminder, everybody, do not forget we have $7.50. That's all you'll pay until midnight tonight to ship all of your crafting orders tonight. So make sure if you're loving Tony's kits that you want to get in now to take advantage of what ultimately is going to be free shipping on a whole lot of stuff tonight. So Tony, I loved this one. I really thought the stamps were so impressive in this design.
Yeah, so these are our lamination stamps and these make you look like an artist. You don't need to go to a class. You don't need to pick up a brush. The stamps do the work. It's a 2-part system that just gives you a very free, very forgiving look on your card. You just ink up the stamp, spray the stamp and stamp it down. Now, as you can see from the samples there, if you stamp it onto the pattern paper, you get a really, really unique effect if you're wanting to make it more artistry. But equally, you can just create a watercolour looked card. So let me just show you some of the samples here, and then we'll do a little demo showing you how lamination works. If you check out HSN's website, they have a whole ton of lamination on there. They sell out super duper fast because people just love to get the look without telling anybody that they actually can't do it, which it's not a porcupine, it's not a lie. But, you know, we like to say we're good, right? So let's just show you these. So, excuse me. So this one's just been stamped and coloured with pencils and then just stamped onto the pattern paper, which is in fractured florals, which you get. So all of these samples are made from all of the kit. And Suzanne's already said the value is just awesome. It really is. We like to give you affordability with our products simply because I know once you get them home, you're going to come back for more because they're just so good, right? So the paper pad with the sparkles literally is sort of an illusion. So you get the sparkle look, but there is no plastic. So we went for, these are our all surfaces paper that give you the look of sparkle, but there is no plastic. They're eco-friendly. They're absolutely brilliant. they stamp onto because they're not real sparkle, they're not plastic. And here are sort of like some watercolour ones in darker colours too. And this is just basically the stamp in its simplest format. So you stamp the colour, spray with water and add the outline. And then some more with the wonderful papers. So let me just show you the system, because if you're brand new, because I know there's lots of people. When I go on your page, Suzanne, every day, because I like to see people's makes, every day there is always somebody on with a comment that says, hi, my name is, and I'm brand new to this group, and I'm coming to this group because I love craft and I love to do X, Y, and Z. And I think that's awesome, don't you? New crafters every single day. I'm like, yes, some more. We got some more. We got some more.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, so many of your fans, they are very active posters. And it's HSN Gets Crafty with Suzanne. That's our Facebook group. So if you guys want to join, please do. It's a very active group. In fact, Joy's on. Joy's a very, very active poster as well. But you will see a ton of fans of Stamps by Me. And those gals make beautiful designs. And you'll see a lot of really inspiring ideas there. I'll tell you, I think this kit was so cool. And I used it a couple different ways, so I'll explain mine here in a minute, but I want to see what demo we're going to start with.
I'm just going to show, I was just going to show lamination, but I was going to, we've done the same, you can guarantee. We'll see. So I was going to make this card just stamp onto the pattern paper.
Okay.
But I'm just going to show lamination first before. So I got a piece of the cardstock from Fractured Florals, which is this beautiful background, which actually looks like it's ink blended ourselves because we're so cool, right? But we don't tell anybody that. And let me just show you the lamination. So it comes on its carrier sheet like so. And the florals are where you add the black ink. And this is where you add the colour portion. And what's cool with this particular set is it's got like the artistic splats and things like that on it as well. So it really does look like you've spent a bit of time moving some colour around. So let's do the colour part first. So pick up the coloured stamp here and then just pick some colours of your choice. So what's your favourite coloured flower? Is it yellow, pink, teal, whatever it may be. So I'm going to go orange. So you just ink up the stamp all over, and then I think I'm going to add a bit of pink as well, just with the corner of my ink pad. And then all I'm going to do is spray with a little bit of water 2 or 3 times, and we'll stamp this down. And what I'll do is it'll give you like a puddle, and the colours will combine. And this is how you get the look of the real sort of watercolour background. So it looks like you've actually painted that into the area of the stamp.
Now, and then I'm just going to clean. At this point, what inks are you using to use this effect? Does it matter?
So I'm using dye-based ones, the ones that can go with water. So I have my own, but I also love, because these are on HSN's website, because I purchased these, Catherine Pooler's ink pads are dye-based. These are super vibrant as well. So any dye-based ink pads, i.e., I think Diamond Press ones might be water-based as well. So I'll just get rid of that one. And then I'm going to take the detailed stamp now. And I'm just going to stamp it on in black so you can just see the effect. So I'm just going to dry this with my towel here so it'll actually stamp. And then all you do is you just take the stamp, and if you're thinking, well, I'm not sure, Tony, like, okay, I get the idea that it's very loose, it's very forgiving, but I'm not exactly sure where this should be going right now. We always give you a printed image on the back of your card as well, so you can see the design. So if you're like, oh, I can see that leaf needs to be there, and I can see that that needs to be there. But as always, we have the QR code. And I will probably say 90% of what we bring to you here at HSN does have a QR code. But if it doesn't, it will pop up a bubble, and it will have a word that says inspiration bubble. And if you want me to do a video, you can ask me to do a video. I mean, as long as it's after my Kit Kats and my cups of tea, I'll do a video, right? But yeah, you can actually request videos as well, which is really, really cool. So let's just stamp this one out. So I'm using black here, and this is where your artwork starts to come to life, should we say. So you could use black ink pad, grey ink pad, white on a black card, and this is where you're going to get that sort of artistic finish on your cards. Now I'm using the one with the double heads on here, but there is this one. Look at that.
Oh, pretty.
Double heads, and this is one with the single head on there, and then again with the double one with the pink. So that is how lamination works, and this is how these stamps make you look like an artist. But we also have paper in the collection as well. So if you take one of the pattern papers, like so, from the set, because you do get a set of pattern papers, and then you take the stamp, you can just add detail to the corners of these stamps. Sorry, to the corners of these papers. And then because the background's super dark, you just add a little bit of white blending to the centres of these flowers. You can bring them back or even paint them in. You can bring them back without using the watercolour portion, because although they work brilliantly together, they don't have to be working together. So here we have that lovely flower, but it's getting a little bit lost with that incredibly coloured background. So what I like to do is just grab a blending brush and get my white and just add a little bit of white blending to the centre. Oh, not blue. Bringing my cardstock here. Excuse me.
Bless you.
So then I just get some white on my blending, and I just add a little bit of white to the centre of the flower. And it brings out the flower head on the cardstock there. And then what you can do then is if you go on with too much white, you're just going to restamp the stamp in the same position. So now I have a beautifully coloured white-headed flower there. Or you can paint it and give it the splats, and it'll look like this when you're finished. So it all in three corners, white splats with a brush, and then there's a sample there, and then just because on there. We don't have to do anything special to give somebody a card, do we? We can just absolutely give somebody a card just because, and that's one of my favourite cards to do.
I do want to show guys, because I thought the splatters were fantastic. We're going to go to my can we go tight overhead? Because I want to show you this. I made a pretty simple card. I just a little trifold, right? And it was funny when I was getting ready. So I did the technique on the front. What you might not notice is there are sayings, always here for you, beautiful birthday. This one says just for you as well. So it's really neat because you get the stamps to go with it. But this is funny. I was looking at the kit because I did these samples a long time ago. And I was like, wait a minute, I don't remember this paper. And then I went, oh no, duh, I used the splats. But let me show you the technique I did with it. So what I did was you grab the splat and you think, oh, I'm going to use the whole thing. Well, I didn't. All I did was I took and I did half a splat. So I did a splat here, a splat here, a splat here, and I literally did it like this, guys. I didn't even put it on a platform. And then I cut it out to go to the inside of my card, and then I'd obviously put the sentiment inside there. But so think outside the box. You have the whole splat, but it was pretty fun just actually using portions of it and not necessarily using the whole splat to really kind of make it look more random and very painted looking. So I just wanted to share that technique, Miss Tony.
Yeah, I've just stolen it. I'll be using that next week. Thank you.
Okay, there you go. No problem.
I'll just show these other few more samples here of what the design team have made, because it's really wonderful to see how they incorporate the papers in as well. So you've got your papers in the background, the stamp heat embossed onto some vellum there. And then just in the corner on this one. But then there's this one where it's been cut out and then just sat on with some pads underneath with a beautiful circular picture in there as well. But we love anything that's going to make us look better, Stamps by Me. Anything that's artistic, anything that makes us look like artists, or with our reflection collection, which is coming up in one of the next ones. We just love stamps that are going to cut corners and allow us to not have to worry about, can I do this technique? Because the technique is actually built into whatever we're trying to achieve and create. Now, this one's been stamped in grey on the back, black and pink on the front. It just looks exquisite. And then just a little miniature watercoloured cards here that are totally flat but look like they have been painted. So the paper pad that's in there as well, It's a bigger paper pad. I'll just grab mine. She says, what have I done with that? Now, here we go. And these are the sort of like the shades. So it's that cheat on the ombre we love, and it's got that sort of look of the sparkle at the bottom, but no sparkle. It's not real sparkle, it's an illusion. So you can stamp onto it, which is wonderful, right? Because you can't stamp onto real glitter cardstock. So to have the variation in colours here, you've got the purple hues, the peaches, the reds, the bright, vibrant reds, and then you've got that lovely sort of like corally colour as well. So if you didn't want to use the portion of stamp that gives you the watercolour look, you could stamp onto here and maybe get that look just from these patterned papers as well. And these ones are 8 by 8, so of course you can cut into them. There's 21 pages, and these ones are 200 GSM, so not as heavy as the floral ones we just showcased, but equally, it is good cardstock, as you all know.
Yeah, you know, I always say any cardstock you get from England, I call it Card Plus or Paper Plus because we have pretty thin paper. But when you get even paper from over in England is much stronger than our typical paper here in the U.S. So, and it's lovely because it's easier to work with, quite frankly. All right, Miss Tony, I'm going to let you switch out to the next one. The next one, I'm going to insist you all order. I'm just going to insist. Don't even think about it. Take advantage of the $7.50 shipping cart deal. You got to see the next stamps. We're going to go to my overhead. This one is going to blow you away. Look at these guys. Oh my gosh. These butterflies are giant. Look at my hand and look how big they're. Giant and beautiful. You get sayings. And then look at these. Oh, I mean, talk about, and they sent a few finished samples. I will show you mine in just a moment, but here's a couple finished. They did using the mandala. You get all of these stamps in this kit. Now, this is only $21.95. Like, this is kind of blow you away pricing if you ask me. You get 3 pieces of the Serendipity, which you can see just these are huge, and you get 9 pieces of what's called Fly Away. Always and forever, be brave, just be you. Let your dream be your wings. And you can color these in. I'm sure Tony's going to have a million techniques to show us. We have 3 flex pays on it. It is a set of 12. All right, Tony, I love this artwork. Wow.
Is this is your style of craft then, is it, Suzanne?
It's amazing. It's just, you know, I like lots of different styles, but I was just blown away how intricate the mandalas and the paisley is. And then the butterflies are just so bold and unique.
Yeah, and they layer up beautifully. I've got a cool technique for you all in a second, but I'll just show you a handful of these samples. So just to show you the sort of like creativity with the wings. If you like to colour, just do a corner on there. Some more with just the sort of like detail. If you like your embossing, which is like your gold embossed ones as well, you can absolutely just look at that. You can just go to town and create the most beautiful, exquisite cards. So what I'm going to do is I look at this one with the watercolours coloured in with the neon watercolours, just absolutely beautiful. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do a little bit of heat embossing very quickly because I have the card pre-made. Don't forget though, you see this lady here? The wings from the butterfly have been popped on her back, so now she's a fairy. So you can absolutely build them into people too, have them as embellishments, and then we've put one behind this girl here, so she's got wings and she's got a hot pair of legs, ones we can only dream of. So let's show you the mandala. So I'm going to take the mandala, but I'm not going to use it as it's all like a full entity. I'm going to use half. So I've got a piece of black card here. I'm just going to pop the mandala over half of the card. Now, I am going to heat emboss this. Now, if you love your heat embossing, this stamp is a dream for this technique. If you haven't seen heat embossing, well, you're in for a little bit of a treat this evening because heat embossing is just simply the best. So I'm just going to use an anti-static bag, get rid of any moisture. So we've already got tons of videos using these products anyway. So if you have purchased them, you can get the inspiration further. And then we've got a sticky ink pad. So I'm just going to ink up the stamp. Now, the detail on our stamps is just second to none. We are king at stamps. Well, stamps by me, it's a little bit like what it says on the tin, right? But we've won best stamping brand in the UK over and over and over. Again, we bring you some absolutely gorgeous, unique stamps. We love our flowers and we love art, but it's always nice to do something a little bit different. So I'm just going to stamp this down onto this black. Now, you're probably not going to see it to start with, so let's just get the detail on there first. And I'm only doing half of the mandala. Of course, you can do the full one, but I'm just going to go half. I'm just leaning and make sure I've got all that detail. I'm just going to ink it up again, just to make sure I've got all of that incredible detail, because wait until you see this one. So we'll just do this very quickly. And then we're going to use some embossing powder. So I've got gold, because I always use gold. And then we'll just grab a card blank to catch the embossing powder here. Now the butterflies as well, there's a cute moth, cute and actually exquisite moth, to be honest, in there as well. So a little bit different. So I'm just going to pop this embossing powder on here, and this is where you're going to see the artwork quickly come to life there.
That's gorgeous.
So let's get it all covered. And then you get the beautiful print there. Every bit of detail in there, it's just absolutely stunning. So let's just heat set this. So this is where sort of like the magic happens. Just get rid of that. And we'll just heat set this. But what I have done ahead of time is I stamped the mandala and a butterfly just in black ink onto white cardstock, and I'll show you this in a second. Let's just heat set this. So get your gun hot, and then it'll stop less lumps and bumps in your cardstock. So get it hot, and then as soon as you put it onto the cardstock, it'll change immediately. So I'll just hold this up. Do you want me to hold it at the front? So I'll just hold this to the front so you can all see the changing, and watch how this detail just comes to life. I think probably if you're sitting on the fence at this point, it's where you're going to pop it in your basket and buy it when you see all of this lovely detail. So my gun's nice and hot. And as soon as you pop it on.
So cool. I never get tired of watching embossing happen.
And then we have the most sort of like, I would call it a glamorous mandala. It's just so beautiful.
Stunning. Yeah.
So
That's
now we hold it up just 1 second. Now, look at that. I mean, that would make these would make great wedding invites or something if you did a whole bunch of them. So that's just half of the mandala on that piece of black cardstock there. It looks like it's foiled. It's just so good. And then all I was going to do was I was just going to take a white card blank, take this. Now this is a little bit lumpy because it's still warm, but I'm going to go with it and pop it on here. And then this is the one that I did in the white, and I just cut away the circle part of it. Now, I don't know if I want to ruin this now, but you can put the white back onto the centre and bring the white, black, and the white on there. So let's just go for it. In fact, let's raise this one.
Yep.
And then we have a nice butterfly, which again, you don't have to use, but you can if you want to. And just pop this over there. And then we've got the nice butterfly. Now, I'd probably do this. I think that's too much. I'm going to stick it in the centre. I think you get the idea. But what I wanted, so that's just that, and you can obviously pop a sentiment on that says from one of the stamp sets as well, and you've got a complete card with that wonderful gold effect on there. Look at that, it's absolutely beautiful. But what I want to show you very quickly whilst I'm on here is this is one that I cut, this centre I cut out of here, and then I cut around here. But if you've purchased any of the other products, you can obviously team them up with your papers, look. So if you put your paper on here like so, you can sort of like do a picture detail as if you've cut around the design on there. You could pop a sentiment on there as well if you wanted to, put a cute twine bow underneath or stamp the sentiment out on the, but look how different they look. So cut out and then absolutely flat, absolutely beautiful. There's some really unique ways to use this collection, I would say, but I would say whatever you love to do, it's absolutely going to work. So here are just, sorry, wrong samples. Here are just some of the other samples that the design team have done where they've just built them into the rest of the items. Oh, what's she up to?
What am I up to now? Okay, so you and I, again, I don't know why so many miles and miles away, but our brains are thinking the same tonight. I just want to show you what I did, guys, on this. And I did a really simple card, but that's how cool. Man, these are on here good, too. I did a really simple card, but that's how beautiful the stamps are. They do a lot of the fancy work for us, so we don't have to. But what I did in this case is I used, and again, I used a stamping platform, but if you notice, what I did is I just stamped here and then stamped over here. So when they were put together, they looked like this. I made them touch each other. So I used halves and just black ink. It was real basic. And then I had a stamp at home and just pop this on top. So if you're a beginner, you don't have to have really high-end skills. I mean, this is half a stamp, blank ink, blip, and I'm done. And by the way, the card was already pink. I didn't even use cardstock. I just used a pre-made pink card. And so it's just getting these amazing designs. And I love it. Gladys said, just order this, can't resist. I get it. Annette's saying stamping is new to me, but she's really motivated. Also, thanks. Tony is using Sizzix Catherine Ponder ink pads. If you go to hsn.com, look those up because a ton of you are asking what ink that she's using. A lot of you are making so many great comments. I think this is the latest show I've ever watched for crafting. Love it so much. Stephanie, thanks for hanging out. We have not done a 2-hour show in HSN Gets Crafty, and we might end up doing more of these. As long as we have amazing guests like Anna and, of course, Tony with us, why not? Again, you guys, this is only $21.95. We haven't even really jumped in the butterfly. Do you want to show maybe a couple butterfly designs, then we got to get on to the last kit?
Yeah, of course. I absolutely love the butterfly because they're bigger than the norm. They are bigger than the norm. However, when they're like that, it means that you can absolutely build them in as focals, whereas normally when you do sort of like butterflies on stamp sets, they're a little bit lacking in the sense that they're too small and they're like space fill. Whereas with these particular ones, they will absolutely hold their own for backgrounds and things like that. We have the moth detail in there as well. And there's two types of moths and then there's the butterflies, but this is literally just stamped in white and black. And like Suzanne says, you don't need a ton of stash to create these cards. You can absolutely just have an ink pad, some coloured card blanks, and create the most awesome cards just from what you have in your stash. The stamps are going to be a staple, and we all need a butterfly because what do butterflies do? They hide mistakes. If you get a nasty fingerprint, butterflies are brilliant to put over your fingerprint or your little mistake and hide it as well. But here are just a few other ones. So this is the torn paper, so the paper's torn, and then the sort of like moth in his wings have just been raised on the corner as the focus, and then some of the sentiments. And these ones are the mandala with the coloured elements on there as well with your pens and pencils. So if you fancy a little bit of mindful colouring, then of course you can do that too.
Good idea. Okay, so I'm going to let you switch to the next one. I'm going to show you just a couple samples that they included with this because this one's really clever. And there's actually a stencil in here, and there's just some really super cool techniques you can do with this one. So we go to the overhead. This one is called the Evergreen Stamp, Stencil, and Paper Kit. I love the hues of paper in this. Look how deep and green and gorgeous they are. You know, that's another thing about what Tony and her team does. They really approach very different looks. Their artwork is absolutely mind-blowing, and it's beautiful. And then we're going to have a lot of fun with these stamps, guys. So we're going to talk about the stamp set that comes with it. Again, this is a brand new kit. This is going to be a stencil, a hexagon stylized design. So we'll talk about that in just a second as well. And of course, you're going to get your instructions. They always put tons of videos up on how to use these. So even though we can't show you everything tonight, you can always see it on their website as well and on YouTube. So what are we doing here? You ready? This whole thing, the whole thing, $26.95. You get 8-piece of Be the Change stamp set. You get the 21 sheets, the 8x8 evergreen pack, and you get the 5x5 on the stylized hexagon stencil included. So this is kind of, I know it's another stamp set, but I love that you've kind of blended it with some different techniques that you include with that stencil.
Yeah, so the stencil is such a highlight in this set, and she says, while she's absolutely looking for it, because it's obviously got mixed in with my stencils, but the stencil is sort of like the spotlight for your stamping in relation to this. Now, these are our Reflection Collection stamps. Now, what does that mean to you? Probably not much until I explain, but Reflection Collection, the stamping is where in the past, for the last 15, 20 years, we have been reflecting the stamps down to create a reflection when we've wanted to repeat stamp. And although people made it look super easy, it's not. It's really hard. And I used to have more cards in the bin from trying to do the technique than I did actually being happy about my craft and being creative. So I decided 4 years ago to do reflection stamps. So the reflection is built into the stamp. So here, from this one in my hand here, you can clearly see that the top of the tree and the landscape and the bottom of the tree is reflected in two. So if you want to mimic a reflection in water or a pathway or bring in some foliage and things like that. Now, we have a ton of these on HSN's website. We've got people reflections, sunset reflections, palm trees. There's just so many different ones. Not at this price, good a deal, though, with these beautiful papers. But, yeah, there are other ones. And then you've got this, like, grassery with the beautiful reflection down. And then you've even got some fillers. So if you want to build in and build your own sunset, your own scene, you can do that. So you get the full stamp set. The evergreen papers are like a gilded effect. We like to give you illusions on papers, artistic sort of designs in here. So these are the deep, dark greens with the textures and the layers on there as well. So you'll get that, and there is the stencil too. So let me just show you some of these wonderful samples. So this is that reflection tree here, and then the landscape here, and then the fillers around the top. So you can create your own unique masterpiece, knowing that no two cards are ever going to be the same. It is your design because you are building your own reflection, and you can do them on the papers. You can do them in the centers. You can use the papers on their own if you wanted to, cut them away. The papers, again, carry their own, great for gents cards too. They can build them in with the rest of your stash as well. Some are more of the foliage there. You can create little mini albums. So basically these are just made from envelopes, and where we took the flaps of envelopes in together, and you can create cheeky little albums using all of the wonderful papers you have in your stash. We show this on our Monday lives on how to use the papers that you've purchased from HSN. And here are just a few more. So this is the torn waste of paper. So I know that Suzanne showed a fantastic card at the start where somebody had utilised the waste of their paper. So you can do that too with these. And then we just have a few more. So let me just show you the concept and how it works, because it is a cool technique. Now, all of Reflection Collection that we bring to you all work together. So if you've got some of our previous collections, you can have a look at those. Please forgive me, the stencil is here on the floor. So I'll just show you this very quickly. So it's a stylized hexagon. And what this allows you to do is you can create a scene within the hexagon to make your cards look a little extra arty if you wanted to. So what I'm going to do here is I've got a piece of the pattern paper from the collection, and it's just a lighter colour here. So I'm going to just take my stamping aid here, and I'm going to take the stamp and I'm going to create my own scene. It's not going to be like anybody else's, because nobody's ever going to mimic it and make it identical, I guess. But you can just be so creative. And if you have a nice white gel pen, you can add an accent to the stamp as well and make it look like there's a highlight on there, a halo. So I'll just take the stamp here. So let's go for the tree first. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to take the tree and I'm going to do the tree off. Now, you don't have to fill the whole thing. You can come down so the tree comes down if you wanted to. Bring it in a little bit, take it out a little bit, totally your call. So let's just pop the tree down here and let's stamp him first. Black ink pad. Now, when I do my Reflection Collection, I always cover the whole stamp with black, stamp it once, so then I get the colour onto the cardstock. So you'll see here. So I sort of like get my design onto the paper, and then with the same ink pad, I then ink up the top of the stamp, this part here. So that is like a super duper black, and then the reflection is a little bit lighter. So I ink up the top of the stamp again, and I stamp the top again. And then what happens is the top then becomes way darker than the bottom, giving us that sort of like reflective design. So that's the tree in there, but then we've also got a grass line as well. So I am actually going to build in the grass line too. Now I'm just going to pull him over here. So I finish the design across and just get rid of that tree on there. And then we'll ink the whole thing again, just so we've got some coverage.
Hey, by the way, I got a couple comments, Tony. I just want to share while you're doing that. Patricia goes, OMG, I have to get this kit. It's a must. And Julie says these papers are beautiful. Donita says the scenes are fantastic. Deborah says, Tony, love your products.
Oh, everybody's super kind. You're all too kind to me, but I do love it. Thank you so much. Yeah. So, and just inked up the top there. So now you can see I've got sort of like my scene going on. This is just the pattern paper that's in the kit. If you have another pattern paper and you want to mimic your own, of course, you can do that too. But what I do want to do is I just want to bring in some of the foliage. Let's bring in some foliage so we can create like the foliage is coming in from the sides too. Now, on last HSN show, when I was there, beginning of March, we did have some other reflection collections and papers as well. So check out those as well, because they would work beautifully with these ones as well. And if anybody's sitting on the fence with Stamps by Me, because I know we're a new brand and people like to follow the brands that they followed for a long time. If you check out our reviews, because people take time to write those reviews, and we just get the best reviews ever. It's just exquisite. So just putting this foliage down.
Well, Tony, here, while you're doing that, I just want to add, not only do you get great reviews, but you give us great value. Like consistently, you get these amazing, I don't know how y'all do it, quite frankly, but for the value, the price, all the goodies you get, the quality that Tony does, the papers are just so unique and so different. I think that's another reason to try it tonight. And again, just to help you with shopping, don't forget, if you're on YouTube, it's the top of the comments. If you're on Facebook comments, it's at the bottom of the comments. And if you have your phone handy, you turn on your camera, point that camera towards that little scan code. It'll take you link directly to the products you're seeing tonight, and you can buy them without missing any of the show. So 3 ways to shop. I just want to remind everybody too, tonight up until midnight, we did a very special, only for this show, $7.50 fill your cart. It means you will spend no more than $7.50 in shipping for all your crafting goodies. You have to get it in before midnight tonight. And that means it's easy, guys. You can do like checkout, 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 and our systems will flip you into free shipping once you've spent $7.50 on shipping. But you want to get it done now before we run out of time, because you save a ton of money on that free S&H. I'm sorry, Tony, I just want to get a couple comments and mention that too. So did you just grab a gel pen?
Yeah, so I just grabbed a gel pen, Suzanne, and all I'm doing is I'm just adding a white highlight to the tops of the leaves, to the exterior of the flowers, just adding some spots and some detail as if it's catching the light, just sat in there as well on the top of the grass blades, nothing too much, tops of the trees. And it just gives a little bit more of a finish to the card. And I feel like these sort of little small investments when you're card making really does make you have a sense of achievement as well, or make you feel like it's actually more than just a card making kit. Because although we do card making kits, our passion and our love is actually stamping, hence the name. And we've never fallen out of love with it. It's always our go-to. But of recent years, we've been absolute amazing at papers and things like that. People have just absolutely loved them. So that's just setting the scene there. And I'm just going to quickly show you when you add it quite quickly just to a piece of paper and then a sentiment, and you've just got just a beautiful card that's got a reflection in there that nobody else is going to be able to replicate. But I do want to, if it's okay, quickly, very quickly, show the stencil. Is that okay?
Yes, please. Yes.
Thank you. So I'm going to use this card blank. I'll not stick that on. And I just want to show you a cool way to create a nice scene. So if you take the hexagon stencil and you pop it on your card and you hold it in place, if you've got a magnetic glass mat, you can do it on your magnetic glass mat if you want to. I'm just going to do it in here for now. I'm just going to add some ink, a nice cute halo in here. Let's go with a nice sort of like vintage colour here. I'm just going to grab my tool, just get rid of the ink on there. So we'll just add a little bit of colour, tap, tap, tap off, and then just add some colour around. And what this is going to do is it's going to sort of like create a platform for something that's going to look quite cool. So I'm just going to go all the way around the edges with this colour here. Now this is one of our stylised ones, so it's got like a jaded edge at the top, which is just a little bit unique. It just takes away from the boring hexagon that we would traditionally know, makes it a little bit more exciting and a little bit more interesting on our card. So just going to add a bit of colour in the centre there. You can use any colours you want to. You don't have to use the colours that I'm using. Maybe go a little bit darker on the edge. Always take your time with your ink blending because it's easier to add colour than it is to try and take it away. So layer by layer, step by step. Let's just get some on here now. I'm hoping that this is going to show. So a bit of colour in there. And then when you remove your stencil, you get this beautiful like hexagon. You can put anything inside if you wanted to. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my lovely reflection stamps within this hexagon. So I'm going to sort of like have my artwork within this space here. So I'm just going to grab my stamp again. Now I could create my own with the embellishments that are in here because we have got individual ones. So I could do a whole greenery all the way around in a coloured ink pad if I wanted to. But I think I'm going to go for the tree. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my stencil back on. And I'm just going to get a piece of card to cover the bottom here so I don't get ink on my card here. And I'm going to put the silhouette of this tree inside this hexagon. Like so. And what's going to happen is it's going to stay captured within that shape there. So I'm just going to hold that in place. And then we will pick this up. And we will stamp this down. Now your stencils, guys, are super easy clean. They can just run them under the tap. They'll be absolutely fine. And again, they're pretty indestructible as well. So let's just take a black ink pad here. And we're going to ink up the stamp. Tap, tap, tap. And then we'll stamp this into the hexagon. And you might have to put a little bit more pressure on because you've got that little lip with your stencil. So make sure you get into all of that groove. So you can see it's coming together within the stencil. I'm just going to ink up the top. Now wait for the magic, guys, because I haven't removed that stencil yet. So I'm going to ink up that top and get that top super dark.
So you're using the stencil as a mask.
Not so much. Yeah. Just move that black down a little bit, see if I can get that ink in there because it missed a little bit. And then push, push, push the top. Hopefully it's done it this time. Body weight on there. And then when you remove your mask, you have your sort of like artwork coming together
so cool.
within there as well. And you can absolutely just build on that, Susanna, make your own unique picture, just a little stamp if you want to.
So clever. All right, my love, here's what I got to do. Unfortunately, we still have, believe it or not, everybody, wait, 1, 2, 3 more brand new kits I have to get to, so I've got to let Tony go. Tony, again, I want to thank you and your entire team over there. You are such a blessing, and we love having you join us on Tuesdays. I love it when you're here in the studio as well. We love your designs, and please, everybody, go check out Stamps by Me on hsn.com. She has a whole host of really, really clever, very affordable, super values that she's done exclusively for HSN. So, Tony, thank you, and everybody there, we love you.
Thanks, guys. Take care. Have a nice evening.
Bye, darling. I hope she gets some sleep. It's like 4 in the morning or something. Bye, babe. All right, so now really quickly, I have 3 more things that are brand new, and it's a line that I've never played with before, and I don't think we've ever had it on the air, and we saved it for the big grand finale. I'm going to go rather quick, so hang with me, guys, because these are really fun. We're going to go to the world of diamond art. Everybody's loving diamond art, but we have a company that we are launching, and I'm so excited about it. It's called the Diamond Art Club, okay? And these are all really cool, fun, licensed diamond art. Now, I'm going to just do one kit, and then I'm going to go through the other ones and just show you what they are. But a couple things I noted, because I played with a lot of this stuff. Number one, I love how clever the tools are. And we'll probably have to go to the extreme close-up if we can. So look at this. This is really, really clever. They made a tray, which I've never seen before, where it actually has a cover to it, and it has a stopper right here. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me get in the shot. Can you go back? Okay. So they made a tray. It's got, ooh, I'll slide way up here. Okay. It's got a cover, and it also has a stopper, which I thought was super clever. Like you put that in there so all your stuff doesn't slide out when you're working with it. The other thing is, look how cute the wax is. They're little heart shapes, which I thought that was just adorable. I love their pen. They actually give you a lid on this end, which was terrific. So when you're using your wax to do your diamond art and picking it up, I love it comes with a cover. I thought that was really, really clever. I'm not 100%. Oh, is that? Oh, that's cool. Okay, so what happens when the wax starts to build up? You can take it out and clean it off. That's pretty clever as well. Then on the opposite side, you're going to be able to do a thin line of rows of diamond art or a really long line. So I just thought right out of the box, that was really, really clever. The first kit, this is so cute. It's called Painting Cards, Diamond Painting of Cards, and they're all Disney themed. So let me show you the one I did. My friend is turning 60 this weekend. I'm throwing her a big party. I did Bubbles and Besties because we drink a lot of champagne together, and she's one of my besties. In this kit, you're getting a set of 5 cards, great quality, love the big oversize. This is beautifully done. This is going to be your Snow White, and this one features basically all the princesses, but really a cool kit. The other neat thing that I love is each of the diamond art crystals say this is Snow White, sweetest of all. So you get them per card when you're working with it. And I will tell you, look at how many crystals I had left after I did this first card. So you always want to save all those guys, because then you can do freeform projects down the road or do your own thing. So that's the first kit. Just thought it was really clever. Really love how very nicely done all the tools are. That kind of blew me away, how great and how really smart the tools are that come with the kits. Okay, that's your first one. All right, the next couple I'm going to show you, I'm just going to go through them, guys. We're not going to demo or anything like that. But look how fun this is. Da, da, da. These are canvases that are called the Villains. So this is, each of these are different designs, and it's called the Disney Villain. One is called Just One Bite. So there we go, Snow White, we know that. Another one, No Time to Waste. So our No Time to Waste is right here. And there you go, that's Cinderella. She's got to get back to the carriage, right? Then over here we have Ariel, and this one is called the Steal Her Voice. And then finally the last one over here is called Thorns and Roses for Beauty and the Beast. These are huge. They're 13 by 17 canvases. So they're really big. I don't know if they're canvases, but they're big size. So how cool is that? If you're a big Disney fan and you want to do the villainous, the villains, villainous, I don't know. There they are. Those are those. And I thought those were really cool. And we've got them in stock. They're each $37.95, but those are very, very big. And then finally, before I announce our winner to everybody, look how cute these are. Now, these are a 2-pack each, and these are actually 3-dimensional stand-up pieces. So we have 3 different designs, and they're called the Sparkle Pals. One's Aurora and Maleficent. Maleficent, thank you. I've seen it a million times, can't say it. The next one's going to be, this is going to be Snow White and the Evil Queen, and the final one is, of course, the,
Going back.
Oh, that's Snow White. That's Snow White and the Evil Queen right there. And this is Ariel and Ursula. Well, that's not Ursula.
You just got it wrong order.
I did.
First one's Ariel and Ursula.
Oh, yeah, got it. This one is Aurora and No. Yeah, that's right. Okay, you guys understand. You know it. Oh, for gosh sakes. But what's really cool is they stand up. They're 3-dimensional. See how cool it is? So they actually stand up on their own, and you create them with the same designs and the tools. Isn't that fun, though? I'll do it. Isn't that cool? So anyway, those are those three, and they come in at $24.95 each. Really fun project. I think it's going to be great if you have any younger ones, anybody who's huge Disney fans like I am. This is right down my alley. Okay, the winner of the giant giveaway, which is the biggest giveaway we've ever done, dun, 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 I saw it listed, but I'm going to announce it. It's Miss Nicole. Nicole, I want you to please take a picture. When you pull out all the stuff you're about to get, will you please take a picture and post it on HSN Gets Crafty with Suzanne, our Facebook group page, because I want to see your expression surrounded by the load of goodies you are getting. So Nicole, congratulations. I hope you enjoy, because you're going to be totally blown away on that one. All right, so let me give you the schedule. What are we doing next? What's coming up this month? Do you remember?
Nothing next week, and then hopefully we're back 2 weeks from then with the Technique Tuesday.
Okay, got it. So we're off next week, but hopefully the week after we're coming back with, I believe, a Technique Tuesday. Yours truly, we'll have some fun. I just want to thank, first off, all of my guests who joined me, because whether you're there in Atlanta with Anna or Tony, God bless, in England, where it's in the wee early morning hours, I love they helped me wrap up our big crafting month. Most importantly, I want to thank you. You guys are the reasons we're here, and thanks for hanging out tonight. I hope you've enjoyed all the ideas. 2 things to remember. Number 1, we're wrapping up Crafting Month. They did a special shipping deal. This is such a big deal. You will only spend $7.50 total to ship your entire craft order today. And you can order clear up till midnight tonight. You gotta hurry. You can order the next 10 minutes, and you'll only spend $7. And it doesn't matter if you check out 50 times. When it's all said and done, you only spend $7.50 to ship your entire crafting order. And we did that just for tonight, just to wrap up this wonderful big crafting month. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Also want to thank DeWitt and all of our staff and all of our social media folks, and Jess, who's been here for the last couple hours with us. We love you guys so much, and just keep checking HSN Gets Crafty with Suzanne, and we'll let you know exactly when the next show is. So all my heart, all my love, Crafting Cuties, Griffinites, and everybody who joined us from Stamps by Me, and all of you who joined us for the first time, thanks for hanging out tonight. Love you.